So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never...
Losing on opening night, and I feel fine. I feel damn fine. Let me tell you why. There's 78 games left in this 2016-2017 season. And no, that's not the 9 gin and tonics I've had talking. It's really November 1st, and we're already 4 games into the season with a 0-4 record. And I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling fine because the gin and tonics will be flowing to get this season done and over with. Oh, let me tell you something. It's discouraging to see this team fail, knowing that it benefits another team and not ourselves. We're swapping the 2017 picks with the Celtics, and then they have our 2018 picks. They could end up getting the first pick in this draft the way that we're playing, while we end up with a late first rounder. Not sure if this draft is really that deep enough for us to go and make a difference that deep down in it. Jeremy Lin's a big draw here in Brooklyn because he's the one that's leading us in jersey sales because Brooklyn Sanity sells. He's a legend here in New York. But he just can't finish at the hoop. My God, he just can't do it. He just doesn't do it. He plays well enough and is well-rounded, but he's just adequate. That's the best he can do. I can't trade him either because the salary we just signed him to is way too large, and also because there'd be no other offense other than Brook Lopez without him. Note to self. Brooklyn. Let's do a Brooklyn night promotion. Maybe make some t-shirts, do a design with both of their heads overlooking the city. Make some quick money there. Speaking of, Lopez is definitely our best trade asset, but I can't move him at all either. We trade Lopez and, well, we might as well just set our clocks back another 5 years and pick it up from there. He's consistent and solid, so might as well keep him here. You got Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, who is really who we need to step up and become our next big star, but already we're starting off the season on a sour note and getting injured in the game against the Pacers with a sprained right toe. So now he's gone for 2 weeks, and in his place comes Sean Kilpatrick. He's the guy everybody loves. He's a hometown favorite. I like him because he's an aggressive scorer and attacks without fear. He's welcome energy and an asset, just not really sure how much of an asset he can truly be. And then there's the rest of this roster. Just 1 second. Oh goodness, the rest of this roster. Bogdanovich has one job, and that's just to shoot threes and stretch, and he's far too inconsistent at that. I would love to see what he goes for on the market. Scola, solid scorer, fills the role just fine for now to help us win some games and possibly harm the Celtics and have them draft a little later than the first top 3, but he's 36 years old. You got Trevor Booker, who might have some trade value and he's a fine piece to any team, but his presence doesn't positively or negatively affect us. You got Chris McCullough, another hometown guy who's a decent rebounder and can make the exciting plays because he has the length. You can't teach the length, but he still hasn't filled out. He's, 6'11" and 195? You might as well build him since he's a hometown guy, but, I'd like to see him put on a little bit more weight, but if he's at this low of a price, we'll take him. Anthony Bennett, just hot garbage. Hot garbage. Just hot garbage. Sure, he's only 23, but 4 years removed from being the number 1 overall pick. Eesh. Justin Hamilton is the best we can do as a backup to Brook, but he is not my cup of tea. He just does not solve the big man problem for me. We get him into the rotation, and all of a sudden the whole team's numbers just plummet, and I see sales just plummeting along with him. We do have Karis LeVert, however, who we really need to see what we have within him. He's going to be battling and competing with Kilpatrick. We actually kind of have a bit of a logjam at the shooting guard position with LeVert, Joe Harris, Sean Kilpatrick, Randy Foye. Randy Foye. Maybe he can be the ticket into making some moves here. 1-year contract, light salary, cap space clearer, maybe even combo in something that breaks us into this 2018 draft. I know that's looking a bit too far ahead, but college basketball hasn't started yet, so I can't look at too much of the 2017 draft, and all I see and hear about is this kid from Baltimore, Deshaun Miles. Became a made man in 2015 when he posted the best big man in the country, Akeem Rozier. That clip played SportsCenter for a whole week. Amazing handles, and he can score at will, whether he has to create or shoot over a defender. He's got scary speed and hops. He plays so well on defense. Maybe not on the ball, but he can recover so fast that it doesn't matter. All he ever wanted to do was dunk, and he could touch the rim when he was 5'10" and a sophomore in high school. He had a growth spurt his junior year and became an absolute phenom. Kid overtook the former best point guard in this draft class, Jamel Reese, within the year, and outplayed him at the senior week. He and Derek Patterson were the two stars of that game, and Derek Patterson is supposed to be the best scorer in the nation. He has LeBron potential from what all the scouts have said thus far. He wanted to stay home and play for Maryland, but Melo Trimble ended up staying last year, and that discouraged him. So now he's seriously considering playing with Patterson in Kentucky, even though Reese committed there as well because, and I'm quoting, "I'll be starting once I get there." That's the level of confidence I want in a player, though I highly doubt I can actually grab him at a top 3 pick. I mean, where am I going to snag that at? If he does go to Kentucky, though, that team will run the table and go undefeated. They just got Malik Garrett from Lincoln High School out in Cali, who's very disciplined and can guard. Deshaun Miles, that would be end game for Kentucky. They will run the table and go undefeated and win the national championship. I wish this November here was as worthwhile to look forward to. Maybe I should bring in some help.